This is what's called a weeping tea mulberry. They take a mulberry tree trunk when it gets 6 feet tall, then they graft in what's called a weeping tea branch, making a T, one in each direction. And you can grow them. This is spalliate. I just go out in each direction. Last year, or 2 years ago, I didn't have it braced good enough, a big windstorm. It used to go as far as the back of that truck. It broke about 15 feet off. But it just weeps out. You can grow it like an umbrella. Get it out in the open and go in all directions. And make a gigantic thing out of it. And the kids, when they're little, you could just see their feet under there. They get underneath it, it's like a tunnel, and they can see the berries better. This is April 23rd or 4th or something, and the mulberries are just pink, except just a minute ago when I was taking the trash out, I spotted, and what I called, hey, I just ate the first mulberry of the season. You can see the, let me pull one out here, the ripe one. This is a little teeny one. I'm gonna change hands and eat that one. I'm gonna eat this one. And you can see hiding in there. When they're ripe, you see all these tons and tons of little pink ones. You pick one and 10 will fall. Down at the south end. When the season's going, the ones nearest the trunk are the sweetest. But they're all good. I'm gonna cruise down to where I found a whole bunch on the north end. I'm almost dead. You can see now the trunk. It's probably 14 inches across. It was like a baseball bat when we bought it. You can see how the branches tee out and then they hump up. You can't save them. They're strictly table. A neighbor made a pie out of it once. It has a stem that goes from one end to the other, so it looked like a bunch of purple. It was a big purple looking pie, like a pumpkin pie, but purple, and just hundreds of little green stems throughout it. I'm still more towards the center. I go down north where I found a big patch of them. Now they start getting thicker and riper. You can see how they all in throughout it, down in the leaves. Remember I was telling you about the crows? Consider the crows. Now they've gone into their next stage. The other day I saw them taking branches up. They're making nests. Instead of just raiding parties of 100 or 2. Now I have constantly, there were 2, but one must be sitting on the nest. But I constantly have one. Usually he's over there under that giant pepper tree. I don't know what he's eating on the ground, but he's always foraging over there. See that big beautiful tree? Every time the people come down to trim it for the electricity, hey, we'll cut this down for nothing. In 1975, when we moved here, there was a tree like that on each side of the road, and it went to our right, which is west, went for about 100 yards of trees on both sides, touching in the middle. It was like driving through the redwood forest. But there's only 2 trees left, mine and another one.